Hello, students, again. We're gonna check another topic that we have in our books. In this time, we're gonna check a little bit of vocabulary and we're gonna do a review of the relative clauses because last time we were checking those, and in case you have some questions about them, you can ask, okay? So we're gonna start this. So to begin with, we're gonna check book parts and professions, okay? Well, I think only it's gonna be the book parts because the professions are gonna be the next class maybe. So we have in the book some of the parts of the book that you have to know. Maybe you don't know the name of the parts, you just know the book, but the names of the parts of the book are in here. Here we have the spine, is like the middle of the book, the front cover, the first like page, the title of the book, series components, and the back cover. This is the back of the book, okay? So the table of contents is a list of the sections in the book. The appendix contains additional material. Okay, this is extra information. We have an illustration. You have the unit title, the section heading, and the page number. Okay, so in here we have an author writes a manuscript. Do you know what is a manuscript? It's like the something written, okay? It says, an editor corrects the manuscript and suggests changes. The editor, as the name says, edits the information. A designer creates a layout and arranges next text and illustrations on a page. The publisher issues the finished book for sale, okay? So basically this is the work that all the people who write books do, okay? So, and I couldn't leave you without your yes, just for fun. And this is for Adan and Jose because you really, really like that part. So it says, James, who's your favorite author? George Washington. But George Washington never wrote any book. That's why I like him. Yeah, they are not very good. Okay, so we have the next topic. It is called appearance, okay? I divided this topic, this vocabulary topic, into 5 sections, okay? The first section that we're gonna check is the hair, okay? How do you describe the hairstyle or the hair of someone? So, to describe the hair of someone, you can use words as fair, okay? Fair and blonde are synonyms. For example, she has blonde hair or she has fair hair. So that means that her hair is blonde. The second, neat, okay? What is a neat hair? Here we have an example. We have a messy hair that it's like when you wake up in the morning, and neat hair when you go to a party or you go somewhere, not right now, and you wanna look like pretty handsome, pretty beautiful, you have to knit your hair, okay? It is like comb and all that thing. So yeah. Then we have dark. Most of us have dark hair, okay? For example, the teacher has dark hair. Yeah, my hair is dark. Then we have curly, okay? Curly hair. Then we have wavy. Wavy, it's like curly, but not that much. Just like, yeah, like the waves, wavy. And finally, bald, okay? For example, The Rock, he's bald, so yeah. Oh, we have one more, is shoulder length. That means that your hair is up to your shoulder. That's why that is the name, okay? So yes. Gray. Your grandma and grandpa have gray hair. And sometimes some people like to dye their hairs gray. Then we're gonna talk about height and age. We have short, medium height, and tall, okay? So you can be short, medium height, or tall. It depends on how tall are you or short are you. And the age. In this vocabulary, we have middle-aged, okay? It's not that old, it's not that young, it's in the middle. That is why it's middle-aged, like, I don't know, 40, 50. So that means that you are not young, but you are not old. It's the middle. Elderly, your grandparents, okay? So the elderly, elderly is more polite to say than old people, because if you say old people, you sound like, no, don't. Yeah, no, because elderly, maybe it's, as I told you, more polite. Then we're gonna talk about build and dress, okay? So basically build is how do you look. For example, the first one, slim, it's like thin when a person is like thin or slim. It's like the girl that we have in there. Chubby or plump, okay? Both mean the same, they are synonyms. Chubby and plump, they mean that the person is like fat, something like that. So you can say chubby or plump, okay? They are synonyms. Overweight. Overweight means that it's very, very fat and they have like a problem, because overweight is a problem, a serious health problem right now. And slender. I know. What do you think when I say slender? And yeah, that's the definition. The kind of body that he has, it's like really, really skin. So that is like slender. That is why he's Slender Man. Okay, now, do you remember that knit was in the hair part? Well, it is also in the dress part, okay? So, knit, it's when you are dressed, tidy and in order, carefully done and arranged, okay? It means that you are like, your clothes are okay. They are not like messy or something like that. They are good and they are ironed and you look like pretty neat, okay? There is another part that is well-dressed, okay? Well-dressed is, for example, for an interview, for something pretty formal, you have to be well-dressed, because otherwise you can be scruffy. Have you ever heard about scruffy? Because that is the opposite of neat and well-dressed. He is dressing like scruffy, okay? So scruffy means that you don't have the correct clothes, that maybe you are dirty, that you haven't showered in a month maybe. So those are like the terms that you can use about your dress, your appearance, okay? Now it's time for relative clauses with adjectives, okay? This is more like a review. So the review for this part is only to remember what we checked last time. So the relative pronouns introduce relative clauses, which describe or provide information about someone or something. So it's the same as we were checking. So you just have to remember what we checked last time. In the first part, we have the that as you remember is describing or telling about a person or a thing. So the cat that I saw was black with green eyes. In here, we are using adjectives, okay? Why? Because we are describing the cat, okay? The cat with what? Green eyes. We are giving more information using adjectives, okay? It was black. Black also describes, okay? So we are describing the situation. We are telling that the cat was black with green eyes, okay? So we are using the adjectives to describe the situation, as in the second one, which describes things. My cat, which has green eyes, won the competition. Do you remember the ones that we saw the last class? These ones, this is like the one describing, okay? So, okay, for example, the non-defining and defining, do you remember? In here, we have my cat, which has green eyes, won the competition. So this part can be removed from the sentence and it makes complete sense. Because if you say, my cat won the competition, okay, I know that you have a cat and it won the competition. Yeah, that's right. But in here, it's describing which cat. Maybe I have 3 cats, okay? So in this part, you are saying which cat? My cat, which has green eyes. Ah, okay, the green-eyed cat, okay? So in here, we're giving more information using the adjectives, okay? Because we are using them to complete the information. Then we're gonna check another. Who? We're talking about person, okay? And it says, the person who guesses correctly wins a prize. So we are talking about who guesses correctly. The person who is going to win, okay, is giving more information. Then we have where place. The neighbors when we used to live has lots of crime. Okay, the neighborhood, sorry. So the neighborhood, the place where they lived, it has a lot of crime. Maybe that's why they don't live there anymore, okay? So whose, owner, and relative? He's the boy whose parents won the lottery, okay? So we are saying which boy, not only he's the boy, because it doesn't make sense. He's the boy whose parents won the lottery. Then we have when. occasion or the time. Do you remember when you graduated? Okay. And finally, why? Reason. Do you know why she didn't come to the school today? So basically, those are that is a review that I wanted to remind you, okay? You're gonna have 2 words for right now. The first, you're gonna complete this, okay? You're gonna answer this, and when we have our Zoom session, in the chat, you're gonna write the answers, okay? Number 1, this is the answer, it's already there. Number 2, this is the answer. Number 3, this is the answer. 4, 5, 6, and the something more that I'm gonna let. And your name, because if your name is not in the chat, you are not going to have your assistance. So please write your name on the chat and this work. This is the first one, okay? Complete with relative pronouns. What are you going to complete? That rented a movie, space, we had all seen already. So you're gonna complete using these ones, okay? The pronouns, which pronoun goes with those? Number 2, Spielberg is a Hollywood director, space, first movie was about a possessed truck. Number 3, this park is, space, my baseball team usually plays. Tammy's extremely shy, space, is, space, she has so few friends. So a true friend is a person, space, can keep a secret. And you're gonna complete with relative pronouns. And finally, using the adjectives that we checked previously, write a description about yourself, okay? So you're gonna write a description using all the adjectives, the hair, the build, the age, about you. You are gonna describe yourself and you're gonna give me the text, okay? So I think that's it for today. We have finished with the class. We're gonna keep in touch and I'm gonna see you soon, okay? I'm gonna wait for you on the Zoom class. So goodbye. Have a nice day.